Hi, I'm Maggie Marr, founder of Maggie Marr Legal PC. I'm also a USA Today bestselling author of over 25 books. Um, I'm the author of Books to Film, which discusses how books move into the film and TV space and what I've learned over the 20 plus years working in entertainment of how that takes place. We'll put a link below below the video to Books to Film and TV. I think it's a great resource for authors and other people who create any sort of underlying intellectual property, such as comics or articles, about how that material moves from the first incarnation as a book or an article or a comic book into the film and TV space. So please pick that up. One of the things that I've discovered during my 20 plus years in working, moving books into film and TV, is that I believe that there are three ways that the majority of books move into the film and TV space. Right. So we've already done a video on what I call organic discovery, and that has a lot to do with a development executive or a producer looking for material and they find it themselves, right? And the top tip that I had in the organic discovery video, which I still think it's worth a lot, is everywhere that you have your books available for sale or social media outlets or anytime that you have something online, if you would add the following: for film and TV rights inquiries, semicolon, and then an email address where a producer or a development executive or an agent of, say, a director or a screenplay writer can get a hold of you to find out if the film and TV rights for your book, article, comic, if those rights are available, because that will be the first question that anyone who wants to move your material into film and TV asks: are the film and TV rights available? Make it easy for them to find you. So organic discovery we discussed in another video, and I'll link below to those videos. They're in our Books to Film subset of videos. Or video list. The other one that we discussed was the submission process. So that's what managers, agents, literary representatives, entertainment attorneys like myself for their clients. This is what we do day in and day out, is we submit to executives in the film and TV space different books, articles, comics that we've read, loved, and think that they should turn into film and TV. So the first one is organic discovery. The second one is the submission process. And I can't tell you how long it takes because it's unique to every single book. Sometimes you might find a home for it immediately, and sometimes it can take 100 submissions. So it really depends. And the other one, which I think is the sexiest and the funnest, is the Outlier event. And so I am an author, much like I'm guessing most of the people who are watching this video are, and I love stories. I feel very lucky that I get to work with story in a multitude of ways. I get to work with story as a writer myself. I get to work with storytellers and stories by representing those stories and trying to find a home for them in books to film and TV. And sometimes, when I'm really lucky, I get to work as a producer who turns different books into a film or TV show. So, but the Outlier event is the sexiest event. And I think that one of the reasons I, like you, might think it's the sexiest event is because it's always a great story. It is that sort of lightning strike. It's that story in a bottle. It's that lightning strike in a bottle of: you happen to walk into a restaurant and sit down next to George Clooney, and you guys strike up a conversation, and he says, "What do you do?" And you say, "Well, I write books." And he says, "Well, what kind of books do you write?" And you proceed to tell him, and he says, "Oh my God, I've been looking for exactly that type of material. Will you send me a copy of the book?" And you, of course, say yes, because it's George Clooney, and he's an actor, and he's a producer, and he's a director, and you send the book, and he loves it. And he decides that he's going to make it the next book that he directs. That, my friends, is the Outlier event. It is fantastic. And the thing is that you can't say it's impossible, and you can't say it never happens. And yes, it's a 1 in 1 million chance of something like that happening to you. But after 20 years in the entertainment industry, I have seen enough outlier events to know that they absolutely do happen. So that's one of the reasons why the entertainment industry is so exciting and so challenging all at once, because I can't ever say to an author that it's impossible that their books will get discovered nor can I say to them exactly how their books will be discovered. It could be something as sexy as an Outlier event, or it could be something sort of as non-sexy but takes a lot of dedication as submitting the books 100 times over and over again until it finds the right home. That being said, the Outlier events are certainly super fun. There is nothing more fun than when you happen to strike up a conversation with someone, or you get a call after the book has not been submitted from some random individual who loves your books. And yeah, the Outlier event can be a little bit similar to the organic discovery, but it has kind of more of a mysterious, sexy sort of vibe to it, right? Because it's not just the person who's doing their job day in and day out as a development executive or as a producer looking for material. It has that element of serendipity to it. And that is what I consider to be an Outlier event. It has a little bit of luck, maybe a little serendipity, kismet. It has that sort of brilliant moment. Again, the Outlier event doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen for sure. And it makes for a great story. And I've gotten to see and participate in a number of those Outlier events. And I got to say, every single time, it just lights a spark inside of me, because you really want the Outlier event, or you know what? You just want great books to be discovered and moved into the film and TV space. I mean, I think most authors, I know I started out as a reader, just a rabid reader, voracious, could not read enough, and I still read every single day. And as a reader and as an author, you just want great material to be moved into the film and TV space, because even though there are tons of readers out there, there are even more viewers. And readers love great stories. Authors love to write great stories, and they want as many people as possible to see these great stories. So again, I have a book, Books to Film and TV, What Every Author Needs to Know, and we'll put a link below. Think that this book is a great resource for authors as well as people who write articles, do comic books, anyone who is the creator of underlying intellectual property that could be moved into the film and TV space. I think we'll get something out of the book. It has a great glossary at the end as well that talks about the definitions. This is part of our Books to Film and TV sort of sub list of videos to watch. If you feel like you got something out of this video, if you'd please like the video. That helps get the logarithm gods to send this video to other people who might recommend this video to other people who might like it. And then also, if you're getting information that you think is useful, if you would subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime that we upload or I upload a new video about books to film or anything else in entertainment, it will come, you'll get a little ping that lets you know that there's more information out there. Again, thank you so much for spending time with me. And that is the amazing, sexy Outlier event that we all live for. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.